Oakland has been pretty bad lately, right? I just keep hearing about it consistently, and everything I hear about Oakland is pretty terrible. It seems like if you ever want to go to the store and get something, you just can. You don't have to pay for it. Why? You're in Oakland. Everything apparently is free, right? I mean, as long as it's less than $2,000, I think you're pretty much good there, right? I think that's the overall running narrative, it seems. Also, don't, park anywhere because most likely your car's going to get broken into. There are all types of shootings in a place that that generally doesn't like guns, California. How are there so many shootings? That's weird, right? I thought gun control worked. The thing about it, though, okay. So apparently there's something going on in Oakland where they have just started just punishing law-abiding citizens rather than the actual criminals. Hence the reason why there's a 102-year-old Oakland man has been ordered to clean graffiti on his fence or face fines. So you target the people that are living by the law to the letter, it seems, and completely letting go all of the criminals that are just completely skirting the law at every turn. Is that what you're doing, California, today? Is that what you're doing, bro? But all right, listen. Suggestion. This is a suggestion via Discord, guys. Let's check it out. Let's see where this takes us.
The home of a 102-year-old man targeted by vandals.
But then the city of Oakland cited the man who uses a wheelchair because of the graffiti. KTVU's Tom Vakar joins us now after spending some time with the man and his family. Tom?
You know, like enforcing any printed law, it takes judgment and discernment in knowing how and when. Wheelchair-bound, Oakland-born, 102 years old, Victor Silva Sr. often finds graffiti painted onto his back fence of his Oakland home where he's lived and paid taxes for 80 years. Earlier this month, he got a violation citation from the city of Oakland to remove...
Bro, wait, hold. He's been paying taxes in this same place for 80 years, and you had the nerve to accost him thoroughly, all right, about some graffiti that he did not put up on his wall. There better not be graffiti anywhere else in the city or on city property, all right? It better not be. Who you gonna ticket? You ticket yourself? You should.
Move it by Tuesday the 19th or face an $1,100 fine plus an additional $1,277 for each failed reinspection.
It was so absurd. It's like a joke.
Bro, right behind her head, this looks like a transformer box. It has graffiti on it. Bro, who was going to get fined for this? Right? I need to know.
If you drive around the city and see the graffiti everywhere, it's just...
And here.
I don't know what to say.
I thought somebody's crazy.
In his younger years, before the wheelchair, he often painted over the graffiti himself.
Had a roller and a paintbrush and painted it. It was very, very easy. Because I was a contractor, you know. I'll be 103 in 2 months or so. That slowed up a little bit, you know.
These days, that task falls to his 70-year-old son, Victor Jr.
It's hard to keep up with it because as soon as we get it painted, it's going to be graffiti on it again.
They're going to put it back up.
It won't last.
But, like you said, there's graffiti right there. Who's fixing that?
Now, this utility box has 6 different kinds of graffiti on it. I wonder if the utility got a citation.
I hope.
Family owns a nearby small commercial building which has been broken into 3 times in the last year. On one occasion,
not that bad for Oakland.
Victor Jr. found a person inside. In each case, he called 911.
They didn't come.
I'm put on hold every time. So it's hard to understand where our tax dollars are going. They can't answer 911, but they can come out and hassle you about a fence.
Bro, you're going to have to most likely get that mayor, Sheng Tao, get her out of office completely. She has done nothing good for your city at all. She's just made things worse, okay? Consistently worse. Look at all the debauchery, okay? You guys are swimming in the absolute ambiance of disgustingness.
I had to ask, how does one live to 102 or 103?
Very easy. Just keep breathing and, behave yourself.
I would hate to think that there's other 100-year-old people that are being harassed like this.
Oakland it would be terrible.
Has to change. It's just the system's not working.
The city inspector called me back and said he will do an immediate inspection and presumably cancel the citation.
Yeah, you can go ahead and cancel that, bro.
Tom Vakar, KTVU, Fox 2 News. Now, again, it's important to say that the city says through an inspector that will actually go out and do this, and that should take care of it. It's very interesting. I also sent a letter, note of an email to City Hall. No answer from them.
Of course not.
Yeah, it's just an incredible story when that man said, they can't answer 911, but they were out writing citations for, people who are 102 about graffiti on their property. So
that they didn't do.
So it seems like this, at least in this case, Tom, this has been cleared up for this man.
Well, we'll see. It's still subject to reinspection. And you have to realize, these organizations, these big cities, so compartmentalized, they each go out and they do their own thing, and then that is as it should be. But sometimes you have to really start thinking about who are we really affecting here, or stories like this end up on the air, and it doesn't do the city any good.
No, it sure doesn't. Well, I'm glad you did the story on him. Tom, thank you.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. The more you hear about what's happening in the United States of America, the more you realize that I think we may be experiencing like a fallen state. You hear what's happening in Oakland consistently, and not just Oakland, all up and down the West Coast is absolutely terrible. I would say stop at the Northern California border and stop at the Southern California border, along with the Eastern California border. It seems like it's just California. All right. So I'm joking. But it's also happening in every single large city in the United States of America. All of this stuff is getting crazy. It's dangerous. It sucks to have to raise kids in this environment, and in this time where you're running into people being imported into the nation. Not by very good ways. Just walking through the borders occasionally, and now we're starting to get all types of crazy crime in all of these gigantic cities. Retail theft rings are popping up everywhere. What do we do here, guys? How do we fix this? I don't know what to do anymore, bro. Right? I just stay inside the house now. I don't want to be bothered. Right? That's it for me personally. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.